Dick Grayson, the first Robin, was just a normal kid, except for one thing. He was part of the circus. But not just any circus, Haley Circus, as a member of the Flying Graysons. But on one unfortunate night, and Mr. Haley didn't have the cash to pay for proper safety precautions. The payment was the lives of John and Mary Grayson as their young son Dick watched from the ground. Dick Grayson wasn't there to witness this alone. Bruce Wayne was in the audience and watched the terror-filled Dick as he watched his parents fall to their deaths. After this, young Dick Grayson went to live with Bruce. At night, Dick would sneak out looking for the man that carelessly put the Flying Graysons in the ground, a man named Tony Zuko. One night, while out on patrol, Dick Grayson almost got a bullet to the head. But that didn't happen because Batman swooped in and saved him. Back at the Batcave, Batman removes the cowl and to reveal Bruce Wayne. Bruce says that he will train him to stop Zuko. After months of training, he becomes Robin. As Robin, he was one of the strongest allies Batman has ever had. But eventually, it's time to grow up, and Dick Grayson became Nightwing. Jason Todd, the second Robin, a kid from the streets. Batman catches Jason Todd taking the tires off of the Batmobile. Instead of turning him over to the cops, Batman takes him in. This happens in Crime Alley, the exact place where Batman's parents were killed. Shortly after this encounter, Batman trains him to hone his skills and emotions. This version of Robin is more aggressive, even to the point of shattering a man's collarbone. Comic book readers could call a toll-free number to vote for Jason Todd to die or for Jason Todd to live. The fans voted 5,343 to 5,271 to kill him. He is beaten to death by the Joker with a crowbar in A Death in the Family. Years after his death, he returns as the Red Hood, the mantle once held by the Joker. Tim Drake, the third Robin, or in the New 52, Red Robin. Not a child of tragedy like the other Robins. He was a fan of the Flying Graysons and even posed for a picture with his father when he was very young. He has excellent detective skills. One could say they are equal to Batman's. He was watching Batman and Robin battle the Penguin on TV and noticed that Robin performed a quadruple somersault. He remembered Dick doing this during the performance with the Flying Graysons. He used this info to connect that Dick Grayson was Robin and continued to follow their career for years. After the death of Jason Todd, Batman grew violent and reckless. Tim knew this wasn't in Batman's true nature, so he sought out the help of Dick Grayson, who had been going by the name Nightwing. Tim tried to convince him to come back and become Robin again to help Bruce. Dick agreed to help, but only as Nightwing. So Tim didn't like this and continued to argue that Batman needs a Robin. He eventually got Alfred to help him alter the Robin costume to help Bruce himself. Alfred and Dick gave him their approval to become the new Robin, only to help keep Batman sane. Batman didn't want a new partner, but added that the boy had potential. Eventually, Batman accepted the new boy as Robin under one condition: that he undergo extreme mental and physical training from Bruce so that he would not suffer the same fate as Jason. Eventually, his father finds out and makes him give up the mantle. So Tim passes it on to his then-girlfriend, Stephanie Brown.